welcome to From Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. I'm your host, a holistic healing coach, divorce recovery coach, and a passionate advocate for personal growth and your guide on the journey to healing. This podcast is for those who are struggling with the feelings of loneliness, disconnection, feeling stuck, and who are ready to discover their inner potential and live a life overflowing with love and connection. Inside, we are going to explore the path from pain to transformation, bridging the gap between loneliness and abundance through heartfelt conversations, spirituality, energy work, and self-awareness. So let's get started on this soulful journey together. Welcome to another episode From Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. Today I want to share a story with you. A story that resonated and hit deep. And for whatever reason, feels like I must share this and my own personal view with you as well, in the hopes that it will give you the light that you're looking for. So there's a mom and a child who always goes on vacations every summer to visit their grandmother, who lives in a different city. So every year, they have this beautiful train ride where they go and visit the grandma. And one year, the mom is like, "Sweetheart, we can't go this year because there's a lot of things going on with your dad, and our family really needs us right now, and I need to support your dad right now. Therefore, we cannot go on this train ride to visit my mom and your grandmother." And the son gets upset. He's like, "No, but I want to go. I want to be there. I have always gone in my vacation. I want to go now too." She tries to convince him, and he is not budging. He's like, "No, I really want to go to meet grandma." And then his mom is like, "Okay, would you be okay going on this train ride alone? That way you can still be with grandma, and I can still do what I meant to do here by helping your dad." And he agrees. He's very excited. He's so excited because for the first time, he's going to travel alone. He's going to visit grandma by himself. And he's going to make sure he's going to have the best time ever. So in his excitement, he says, "Yes, I want that. I want to go on this trip. I'm ready to be alone in the train. No problem. I got this, Mom. Let's do it." So his mom goes out, gets him that train ticket. And as she goes to bring him to the train station and say goodbye to him in front of the train, she hands him a little envelope. And she is like, "If at any time during this train ride you start getting anxious or worried, or anything that's coming up that you don't want to continue this journey anymore, that you want to be back home with me, only at that time, open the letter." And he agrees, and he puts the letter in his bag, and he's so excited, and he jumps on the train, and he gets seated, and there he goes, on the way to grandma. About 30 minutes in, he still is full of excitement and curiosity of, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing this alone. Look at me. I got this." And then he looks around him and he sees all these people who are unknown to him. He sees other moms with their children and starts missing his mom, start missing his family. Because truthfully, he knows no one on this train. And this anxiety is eating inside of him, and he's getting very upset. And he doesn't want to go to grandma anymore. He wants to be back with his mom. So in this worry and anxiousness, he reminds himself that he has a letter that his mom gave him. And she told him to open that letter anytime he did not want to continue that journey. And he goes into his bag, grabs the letter out, and reads the letter for himself. And it says, "Oh, sweetheart, don't you worry. I'm just a cabinet away from you. I'm also on this train, and we will meet each other as soon as you reach the destination. So sit tight, calm yourself down. We got this. I'm with you." And with this new knowledge, he calms down. He's like, "Oh, yes, I'm not alone. I know someone on this train. I can relax now and continue with excitement on this journey. And still be able to say somewhat that I did it alone." He arrives at the train station, and there is his grandma. And he tells Grandma, very excited, "Oh, Mom is in the other cabin, and she's coming out too. We're going to go home together." His grandma looks at him and says, "No, sweetheart. She gave you that letter to make sure that you felt safe and content during the whole ride. And now that you're here, you made it. There's nothing to worry. You're not alone anymore." And just like that, he arrived at his destination with more ease. Had he been still staying in the anxious phase, he would not have enjoyed his journey. Had he not received that letter, he would have not felt comfortable in showing up in life. Had he not received that letter, he would not have thought that someone he loves and cares about is with him. Now here's the kicker. We all have received, in our own ways, this guidance that we're not alone, that we are supported, that we are cared for and loved. And to let our anxiety and our pain and our fears just fall off of us. And as they fall off of you, you actually get to feel the excitement that your heart holds, the excitement for life. Some of you, that support system is God, or whichever religion you believe in, spirituality you believe in, light source. Because my reality is we all come from one light, and we all become dust in that light, as we're all one. But knowing that I have that letter in my backpack, that when I get anxious, when I get upset or fearful, that there's a bigger source looking out for me, taking care of me, allows me to know that that's the same case for you too. And for those who don't believe, I hope you notice the synchronicities that you have in your life. And while you might not say it's God, just believe in that synchronicity and let that be that. I'm not here to tell you to believe anyway. That's a personal journey. That's very, very personal. And how far your God goes with you is limitless. And if you believe there's nothing like that on this planet, whatever drives you is limitless. There's no judgment. There's only love and care. But through this story, through this journey that I just shared of this little boy, I really want to remind you that you are held, that there's so much more in this world that meets the eye. The things that we have accepted that we can't see, like Wi-Fi, and things that we haven't sometimes accepted that we can see. The greater source of God, the love, the care, the specific energies that have a specific meaning and want to help and source you through your journey too. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful that I heard that story. And I personally was reminded, like, yes, I can let go of my anxiety, let go of my fear, let go of whatever feels that's not right, as long as I remember that I am seen and loved and held and cared for. How does this all connect to self-development, to self-growth, self-awareness, self-love? The answer is simple. The answer and the question has always been you. What you believe in, what you perceive as the truth, becomes the truth in your reality. So if you perceive someone or something is a certain way and it's always working against you, that's the reality that you get to live. And if you believe that the purest of the purest intention in you is to serve and to love and to care for, therefore nothing that's not of the highest can touch you, and that's your belief, and that will come to fruition. My life isn't perfect by any means. Yet I live my life perfectly with compassion and care for myself as much as I have it for anyone else. And this is not something that came easily to me. But having blind faith is what brought me to this point. Having blind faith is what brought me to believe that I can do something that I've never done before. Having blind faith has allowed me to see more of myself so that I can be a better person in society, in life, in this creativity of creation that I truly, truly believe in. What does this story mean to you? What do you wish is in your letter that can be the thread for you to keep going? For counting on that blessing, that door opening, that person welcoming you. Because you are worth it. You've always been worth it. And I truly hope that you're on the path of remembering how worthy you are for yourself first. Because when you remember how worthy you are for you, you show up in a different light, in a different way, in a different frame of life, of source. Have blind faith that whatever is guiding you, propelling you forward, calling you, is exactly what you needed to hear. I believe in you. I've wholeheartedly have all the belief
that you get to be and create the magic that you are. And now is the time that you start believing that for yourself. Because if not the world, your loved ones are counting on it. Feel what your heart is calling you to be, to do, to create. I would never have this podcast if I had not followed that pull from inside of me that said, no, Matina, you are meant to create this. And now I'm more than a year in. I'm so grateful that I said yes, because I had so many amazing conversations. And I've also poured my heart and soul onto sharing what is really going on in my life, in the hurdles and in the joys and in the creation of life. Because as I hold myself accountable for my own life, I get to be a better person, first for myself, and then for my clients. Energy healing work is a profound responsibility that I don't take lightly. And I also know that those who feel called will find me. And it will be my absolute honor to share my knowledge, the guidance, the insights that are coming through with that person in that moment. So today, sit with this story and ask yourself the question, what would you want to see or read in that envelope for yourself? Because we are on this train, this journey of life that will end at one point. But that point is not today. So give yourself that grace to keep forward, to move forward, to feel propelled, to be the anchor for yourself to keep going. I believe that not only do you have that magic, you have everything you need inside of you to keep going. So show up. Show up for magic. Let this one sit in your heart. Let this one allow you to hear or know or feel into what that envelope would say for you. And I would feel privileged to hear that, to read it. You can put it in the comments. You can send it to me on Instagram at Matina, and I make sure I respond to it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day.
Thank you for listening. I hope this episode has helped you to feel less alone in finding tools towards a life which is overflowing with love and purpose. If you enjoyed the episode, please take a second to rate and review. Each review helps us to reach more individuals who are seeking healing and personal growth just like you. And don't forget to take a screenshot and share your aha moments on your Instagram stories and tag me, Matina. See you next week. Take care.